administration, faculty, Mr. Fox especially, thank you for helping me write this speech, staff, friends, families, my family, and of course, fellow graduates. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. For some odd reason, I have always been obsessed with the sky. Yes, the sky. That sky. The one not raining on us. A couple of years ago, my soccer coach had all of the players sit in a circle and introduce ourselves to our teammates. We were told to state our names and mention a little-known fact about ourselves. My turn came, and I said, "My name is Becca, and I am obsessed with the sky." For the next number of weeks, whenever I had a lapse in concentration, my coach would ask me if I was thinking about that guy. I had no idea what he was talking about. Finally, after some CSI work, I figured it out. When I had said obsessed with the sky, he had heard obsessed with that guy. Interesting. So the rest of this little talk will be articulated clearly, and I will get back to my sky shortly. My soccer experience didn't just teach me to speak more clearly, but more importantly, it exposed me very directly to what it means to take risks. Taking risks is hard. It's uncomfortable. It flat out stinks sometimes, because I want to be perfect. Wouldn't that be nice? Always having the right answer, always being right. Perfection certainly allows no room for errors, but instead demands that you exceed the bar every time, every project, every test, every paper. About 2.5 years ago, I started seeking the ideal Becca. I want to be the absolute smartest, prettiest, most athletic, best person I could possibly be. I doubted my value, and so I began to focus on my body image. I was my own harshest critic. I began to worry about the way my body was proportioned. So I started to do something about it. I worked out a bit more and changed the way I was eating. I tried to be the absolute healthiest I could be. When offered ice cream, I hid behind an army of excuses such as, "My stomach hurts," or "No thanks, I'm full," regardless of whether or not these excuses were true. Ice cream doesn't fit into the classic image of healthy. However, little did I realize that being too healthy isn't actually healthy at all, if you know what I mean. I got so caught up in the perfect image of who I wanted to be that I literally started losing who I was. My physical body was wasting away, but so was my personality. I lost interest in the things I loved. I was completely and utterly lost in my own version of perfection. It wasn't healthy, and ironically, even flipping around and turning my lifestyle upside down didn't get me any closer to my ideal image of Becca. The more I tried to reach it, the further I discovered that I still had to go, because I kept finding more of me that just was not quite good enough, so it would just have to change. How, when, and where I woke up is a long story of many people and situations that I won't burden you with. The important thing is, I woke up. I don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Me feigning perfection was not only misrepresenting the very core of who I am, but also reinforcing that unrealistic standard for all of the people I interacted with. I am not perfect. And in the words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. We need to stop trying to reach this unrealistic bar of perfection for ourselves and stop demanding that other people measure up to it as well. Each of you is incredibly uniquely gifted with your own set of you-ness, your interests, your personality, your laughter. To chase after perfection is to eliminate all the real, the vulnerability, the relationships. We need to go back to taking risks, to possibly failing. And I know this sounds like a saying that belongs on a sparkly pink shirt from Justice, but I promise you, it's actually true. Perfection is overrated. Maybe we all need to walk back into Justice and take some advice from our overly excitable 4th grade selves. I'm awesome, I'm cool, or just being me. And this is where my soccer coach unknowingly helped me find my old self again. He preached taking risks, and taking risks is the opposite of perfect. 9 times in 10, it will end in failure. Taking risks means that most of the time you gave the wrong answer. Taking risks means that you might not get that perfect 100% on your project, test, or paper. But this is where most people get it wrong. Most people do not understand that this failure that is the end result of a risk is your opportunity. I believe that failure itself doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant. When you fail, all that matters is what you do next. There's no need to be perfect. So toss out that sparkly shirt with perfect on it and put on something fresh. Smile, step outside, and check out the sky. Sometimes the sky is perfect, cloudless and blue. Sometimes it's cloudy and dark, and sometimes it's soaking us through and through. But it's the only sky we've got. Look up and be thankful. If you expect a perfect sky, a perfect life, a perfect you, every day, it's going to be a long and disappointing life. Just appreciate the sky, the clouds, not only the fluffy white ones, but also the low, dark, flat ones. Risk whatever the sky sends you. Thank you.
And now, please welcome me in welcoming Jacqueline Hale, class of 2018 valedictorian, who